Hello friends, I am Dr. Sonal Santosh Chandak, Professor, Department of Commerce, Srimati Keshabai Lahoti Mahavidyalaya, Amravati. In this presentation, we are going to discuss on some of the MCQs on break-even point in detail along with its explanation. The explanation is given so as to improve the basic understanding with respect to the concept so that the MCQs are solved conveniently. So let's go. So let us discuss the first question. The term marginal cost can be used as a substitute of variable cost while measuring contribution. Friends, the concept here is itself a concept of marginal costing. In break-even point, we are using the concept of marginal costing, and therefore we can use the term marginal cost as a substitute of variable cost. So far as the measuring of contribution or calculating of contribution is concerned. So here the statement is true. Now, what are the different names used for profit volume ratio? This multiple choice question asks you as to profit volume ratio is also known as contribution ratio, contribution to sales ratio, marginal income percentage, all of the above. Friends, profit volume ratio is also known as contribution ratio, contribution to sales ratio, contribution margin, marginal income percentage, marginal income margin. So, the answer for this question is going to be all of the above. The next question coming in front of us is, let us read it carefully. The PV ratio can be improved. Now we have to improve, we have to make better the PV ratio. Let us see what are the options. Decreasing the selling price, increasing variable cost, changing the sales mix, none of the above. Friends, let us discuss about the first answer to the multiple choice question. Whether by decreasing selling price we are in a position to improve our PV ratio. The answer is a big no, because if we are reducing the selling price, the contribution per unit also reduces. So our PV ratio cannot be improved. So option A is not the right answer. Let us speak about the second one, increasing variable cost. If you are increasing variable cost, under those circumstances also, the contribution is going to reduce. Therefore, we are not in a position to improve the PV ratio. But yes, if we are changing our sales mix, of course, we will be in a position to improve, make better our PV ratio. So, our right answer is answer number C, that is changing the sales mix. Now here the question which is given in front of us is we have to find out which one is the right statement. Here the fourth choice or the fourth alternative is all of the above. Friends, remember, if any one of the statements is wrong, under those circumstances, fourth one will not be the answer. Very simple. And therefore, let us find out first of all whether first is the answer. So let us read the question, statement carefully. Contribution does not include fixed cost, whereas profit includes fixed cost. Friends, contribution includes fixed cost because contribution has to cover the fixed cost. Profit doesn't include. Once we are in a position to cover the fixed cost, we are in a position to make the profits. And therefore, the first statement is wrong. If first statement is wrong, fourth is going to be not to be our choice, remember. And therefore, let us read the second one. Contribution is not based on the concept of marginal cost. Just now we have discussed that contribution or break-even point is a concept based on the concept of marginal costing, or marginal cost can be the best substitute for variable cost in the concept of break-even point. So friends, this is another wrong statement, and therefore as we know the answer is going to be C. But let us read it again whether and confirm that it is right. Now contribution above break-even point becomes profit. As we know, break-even point is a point where there is no profit, no loss. Means if we are doing better contribution than the break-even point, naturally it is going to be our profit. And therefore, the statement number C, that is third statement, is absolutely right statement. So the answer is C for this question. Let us read this question carefully. Which of the following statements are true? We have to find out which one is right and which three are wrong. So, PV ratio can never be used to measure break-even point. As we know, in the formula of break-even point, there is PV ratio. Break-even point is equal to fixed cost divided by PV ratio or contribution per unit, either or. So, the statement number one, that is PV ratio can never be used, is absolutely wrong. Means first alternative and fourth alternative simultaneously are not right or not true. Let us speak about the second and the third statement. Higher the PV ratio, less will be the profit and vice versa. Friends, higher is the PV ratio, better is the profit, because our break-even point will be achieved a little earlier if higher is the PV ratio, and therefore we will be in a position to make profits earlier and better. So this statement is also wrong. It means our right answer is C. However, let us read it first and confirm whether it is right or wrong. Concept of PV ratio is also used to determine the profit at a given volume of sales. Yes, friends, let us know the formula of actual sales. Actual sales is equal to fixed cost plus profit divided by, may it be PV ratio, may it be the contribution per unit. If we are using contribution per unit, we will be getting the value of actual sales in units. If we are using PV ratio here, we will be getting actual sales in amount. So we are using PV ratio to determine the profit at the given volume of sales or volume of sales at a given profit. So the other formula, that is finding out profit, is equal to actual sales into bracket into PV ratio minus fixed cost. So of course PV ratio we are using in order to calculate profit provided sales is given, or to calculate sales provided profit is given. In both way, if we are doing, we have to take PV ratio or contribution per unit, and therefore this is absolutely the correct statement. So answer is C. This is a practical question which we are going to solve by reading it carefully. Determine total as well as per unit contribution. If sales is rupees 40,000, sales units are 4,000 units and variable cost is rupees 30,000. Friends, we can solve this question two ways. We can calculate first the contribution per unit and thereafter the total contribution, or we can calculate the total contribution and thereafter we can find out the contribution per unit. Now, let us take the statement of income. Sales minus variable cost is contribution. So, here sales is 40,000 and variable cost is 30,000. If we deduct 30,000 from rupees 40,000, we will get contribution of rupees 10,000. So total contribution is 10,000. The answer is going to be first, because rupees 10,000 answer we are in a position to see here. Those who know very well that income statement says that sales minus variable cost is contribution, the answer directly, the students can find out the answer directly. However, I am showing you the technique here. Now, We have 4,000 units and we have to find out contribution per unit. So contribution per unit is equal to total contribution divided by number of selling units. So this is how we can find it out. So this answer is 2.5. 2.5. So friends, this is one way how you can calculate. And second important way how we can calculate is sales is rupees 40,000 and selling units are 4,000. So 40,000 divided by 4,000 is rupees 10. So selling price per unit is rupees 10. Variable cost is rupees 30,000 divided by number of units, that is 4,000. We get rupees 7.5. So 10 minus rupees 7.5, contribution per unit is rupees 2.5. If we multiply rupees 2.5 with 4,000, we will get rupees 10,000, that is total contribution. So these are two ways how you can use and you can calculate. Well, the interest and choice is yours. Whichever way you go, the answer is going to be the right one. Here the answer is A, that is rupees 10,000 and per unit is rupees 2.5. Friends, see the new question. Determine the contribution if sales is rupees 1,50,000 and profit volume ratio is 40%. As we know, if we calculate PV ratio multiplied by sales, we can directly find out the value of contribution. Here, sales is rupees 1,50,000 and PV ratio is 40%. So, if we take 1,50,000 multiplied by 40%, directly we can calculate the value of contribution. So, 15 fours are 60,000. So here the contribution, if sales is 1,50,000 and PV ratio, that is profit volume ratio, is 40%, then our contribution will be rupees 60,000. So answer is A. Now let us take into consideration this question. Let us read it carefully. Determine the contribution if fixed cost is rupees 40,000 and profit is rupees 30,000. We have to calculate here the contribution, and fixed cost and profit are given. So let us consider this, put the values in the statement of income and let us know what is the contribution. So sales minus variable cost is contribution, minus fixed cost is profit. Now here profit is given to you and that is 30,000. Naturally, if we add it to fixed cost, which is 40,000, we will get the value of contribution. So after deducting 40,000 from 70,000, we will get the figure of profit. If we are deducting fixed cost from the contribution, we will get figure of profit. So here the answer is when the profit is 30,000 and fixed cost is 40,000, then the contribution is going to be 70,000. Friends, let us take similar question with the minor changes. Let us read the question first and then understand what exactly the change is. Determine contribution if fixed cost is rupees 50,000 and here instead of profit we are given with the loss in this question and the loss is rupees 20,000. Friends, one very important thing which I would like to tell you here is that of course we are going to discuss the statement of table, statement of income, but prior going into the table also or statement also, we are in a position to find out the real answer. Friends, there is one very important equation. If we are doing or we are getting profits, under those circumstances, our contribution exceeds our fixed cost. Means contribution is more than fixed cost, we will get profits. If our contribution is less than fixed cost, we are going to incur losses or we are going to suffer from losses. This is most simple. So, friends, observing this question at once or at a side, you will be in a position to identify its right answer. Now, what is the answer? See, fixed cost is 50,000 and in three of the answers, first two answers are more than 50,000. So naturally, they cannot be the answer. Then there is every possibility that the answer is C or D. So let us know whether it is C or whether it is D. Now friends, see the income statement. Sales minus variable cost is contribution. We are going to start the statement of income from contribution onwards. So minus fixed cost is are either profit or loss. As I told you, the contribution is going to be less than fixed cost because there is a loss of rupees 20,000. So we have written 20,000 here and fixed cost is rupees 50,000. Sorry, right. So loss is 20,000 means we are not in a position to cover our fixed cost by 20,000 rupees and therefore our contribution is rupees 30,000. Because contribution was 30,000 and fixed costs were 50,000, we have incurred losses of rupees 20,000 and therefore the right answer is rupees 30,000. I'm sure, dear students, these explanation based MCQs will definitely clear your concepts and help you in solving rest of the MCQs. Thank you.